If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in visiting Alsace, and you've probably heard of beautiful cities in the Alsatian region such as Strasbourg, Colmar and Eguisheim. In this video, we're going to show you exactly how you can get to beautiful cities like those without the use of cars. Using Strasbourg as a base, we'll show you where to go, how much it costs, and what to see there on your day trips around the Alsace region.
Welcome to Alsace. For this trip, we're basing ourselves in Strasbourg, which is perfect for exploring all of Alsace by train. If you're starting your journey in Paris, you can reach Strasbourg by high-speed TGV train in just under 2 hours. To make it easy, we recommend using the Trainline app. It's a lifesaver and you can find the cheapest train and bus options, and the digital tickets are right on your phone, ready to go. It takes the stress out of planning so you can just enjoy the trip. Plus, the scenic train ride adds to the experience. Strasbourg is the capital and biggest city in the region with tons of history, incredible food, and the best travel connections in all the nearby towns. We've actually put together a separate video all about spending 3 days in Strasbourg, so definitely check that out. Day 1 in Strasbourg is packed with highlights. Start at the Strasbourg Cathedral, which is just iconic. After that, head over to the Rohan Palace and take in the history. For lunch, you've got to try tarte flambée, an Alsatian specialty. It's like crispy flatbread with sour cream and lardons. Then, wander down Rue du Marocain, famous for its adorable teddy bear displays. Later, head to the cathedral for a gorgeous sunset view from the rooftop. And then end the day at Place Kleber's Christmas Market, where you'll see one of the tallest Christmas trees in the world. Day 2 is all about exploring La Petite France, Strasbourg's most picturesque neighborhood. From there, check out the Barrage Vauban, which has some great rooftop views, and cross the historic Pont Couvert. For lunch, stop at the Chez Long Freddy for more Alsatian classics and take a stroll down Grande Rue, the main shopping street. Don't miss the Christmas market at Place Broglie, where you can warm up with hot mulled wine and find all sorts of delicious food options. On day 3, dive into more of Strasbourg's history. Start with the Palais du Rhin, the Monument aux Morts and the beautiful National Library. Then check out St. Thomas Church. Then wrap up with a relaxed stroll in Parc de l'Orangerie. So we're on a train from Strasbourg to Colmar now. It's about a 30-minute train.
So after a short 30-minute train ride from Strasbourg, we have arrived in the city of Colmar, and it is an absolutely beautiful place to be with all the pastel-coloured buildings as well as the half-timbered houses. It is such a treat to just walk down the little streets here because everything is so picturesque. And in fact, it is said that this place is what inspired Beauty and the Beast. So we're in the covered market in Colmar right now. It is pretty decently sized, and they have a great selection of fresh produce here. There is a section here that seems to be for sitting and dining in, and then another section that sells all your fresh meats, vegetables, as well as obviously a fromagerie. So this district where we're at right now used to be where tenants used to live and work with their families. What is so special is that when you walk along this district, you will see that most of the houses are high wood frame houses as well as half-timbered houses. If you're wondering, like me, what a half-timbered house is, it is basically a house that is built with wooden frames and filled in between with either brick or stone. And most of the buildings in this district date back from the 17th to the 18th century, so it's really interesting right here. This is the oldest public service building in all of Colmar, and it is the Coiffes, or the Old Customs House. So in the past, what it was that the ground floor was used as a customs and taxation area for all the imports and exports in Colmar. It's really interesting, and it's quite a nice building to look at, especially with the Christmas decorations going on now. So Colmar has been absolutely beautiful and every corner is super picturesque. You could spend like so much time taking photos here, but it's actually also not a very big town. So you could see all the major attractions in half a day. I mean, you could spend as long as you like here, but since today we are covering two destinations. So we're not going to spend too much time and we're going to head off to our next place now. Let's go!
If you're going from Colmar to Eguisheim, what you need to do is to take this Christmas shuttle. We arrived at 12:15, our shuttle is at 12:30 and the queue is already like this. So I really highly recommend that you come like a lot earlier just to secure your place here. If not, I've seen some videos where it's a complete nightmare just to get on it. It costs €8 for a day pass and you can pay directly to the driver in cash. It's not ideal, but sadly the only public transport option. The only other choice is to go on a guided tour that brings you to Colmar, Eguisheim and Ribeauville from Strasbourg with the comforts of a car. So you can scan this QR code to check it out, or the link is in the description. After that very chaotic bus ride, we are here finally at Eguisheim. It is a really beautiful village in the Alsace region.
So something interesting about this town is it's actually shaped like a circle, and if you take the road down one of these alleyways and you just keep walking, you will actually end up in a full round and you end up at the same spot again. Which I mean is not a bad way to explore this town because it's absolutely beautiful. So as you walk by, there are many photo spots available as well. So something that is quite typical in Alsatian towns are these door lintels, which are actually decorated with coat of arms. And on it sometimes in the stone is engraved the stonemason's name, the date that it was done, or sometimes even the profession of the owner of the house. So the one you see behind me is actually owned by a cooper in the past, as you can tell from the hammer and the tools engraved on the door lintel.
And of course, we couldn't miss the Christmas market. There are not as many vendors here and did feel a little underwhelming compared to Strasbourg, but still a great stop to grab a coffee and some hot chocolate. A perfect way to end our day in Eguisheim. On day 5, we're visiting two Alsatian towns. In the morning, we're exploring Selestat, also known as the capital of the Christmas tree, which is only about a 20-minute ride from Strasbourg.
So if you're into medieval manuscripts as well as rare printed work from the 15th to 16th century, then you definitely must give the Humanist Library a visit when you're here in Selestat. So what is so interesting about this library is that it actually contains the oldest written record that mentions a Christmas tree that dates all the way back to 1521.
Next off, we're off to the Selestat Christmas market. It's got about 10 stalls, so it's small, but each one has something local and unique, like honey and spiced nuts. Totally different vibe here, really artisanal and relaxed. Now we're at the Selestat Clock Tower, a medieval beauty right in the middle of town. Fun spot to just stop and take it all in. Then we're visiting St. Faith's Church. It's one of those quiet, hidden gems with this warm, historic feel. It has this Christmas tree made out of ornaments which we find quite creative. And last, we're at St. George's Church. The Gothic architecture here is impressive, and it's amazing to see how well it's been preserved. The stained glass here is beautiful and definitely worth a visit. Now on our way to Ribeauville. We're just waiting for a bus right outside the Selestat main station.
Bus ride's going to be about 45 minutes and then I think it's about like a 10-minute walk into the city centre.
A lot simpler, and you can see there is virtually no queue compared to the one in Colmar that's going to Eguisheim. Beautiful, but you know, you have to pay a price for it.
We'll definitely get seats on this one.
Yeah. We've just arrived to Ribeauville and we can see immediately this place looks really good. And there is a lot less tourists here. I think it's something to do with the fact that we have just missed the Christmas markets. They apparently only happen on 2 weekends, in which we are not on any one of them. We're here on a Monday. maybe that's why there's not as much tourists, but it's really nice to sort of see things around at your own pace. First stop, lunch at Eguisheim, where we're trying the famous choucroute. It's a mountain of sauerkraut and meat, definitely a hearty Alsatian classic. We're wandering through Grand Rue now, and it's everything you'd want in an Alsatian town. Cute boutiques, historic houses, and festive decor. Seriously, just walking around here is an experience in itself. Check out the Tour du Boucher, Ribeauville's iconic clock tower. It's like the town's unofficial mascot. Last stop, the Deer Fountain. It's such a charming little centerpiece, especially with the town decorations around it. Ribeauville is so photogenic that every corner is an Instagram moment. Okay, so we've just boarded the train from Strasbourg to Obernai. We've bought a little paper ticket that you can see, and it's just a short 30-minute ride from Strasbourg straight to Obernai. The reason why we want to create this video is because we want to show you that visiting all these small little Alsace towns is possible with train only.
Welcome to Obernai. It's yet another beautiful and clean town, just 30 minutes away from Strasbourg. And just right off the bat, the Christmas market behind me looks absolutely amazing. The buildings around are super cute, again with the same half-timbered houses. And we're really excited to explore. So let's see what they have here.
We're starting with some savory crepes at La Suzette, like the Norwegian with salmon and the Maestro with chorizo. After fueling up, we're off to the Obernai Christmas market. The vibe here is amazing. They've got everything from mulled wine to Nutella crepes, which is a must-try if you're here.
We've got this cake thing. Kugler. So we've got this Kugler. It's our first time trying it. The last time we thought we were ordering Kugler, it was ice cream shaped like Kugler with a shot in the middle. So. It just tastes like bread. Slightly sweet because of the raisins.
Okay. Oh! Maybe I just got a very sweet part, but it's okay. It's like a brioche.
No.
We're at the Six Buckets Well, an old well with a quirky name. It's a little piece of Obernai's history, and it's fun to think about how many people must have used it over the centuries. And we're wrapping up with the Church of Saints Peter and Paul. The neo-Gothic architecture is jaw-dropping with some incredible stained glass inside. Now that concludes our day in Obernai. Final day, we're in Mulhouse, which is about an hour train ride from Strasbourg. First stop, we're visiting the Temple Saint-Etienne. This church is actually the tallest Protestant church in France, and the stained glass inside is incredible. Next up, the City Hall. The building is amazing with its trompe-l'oeil artwork. Every detail on the facade is painted in a way that looks 3D. Such a cool spot for photos. End of our trip, we visit the Mulhouse Christmas Market, which is everything from churros to mulled wine. This place feels super local and festive, with amazing treats everywhere. We have to say, Mulhouse is definitely more affordable compared to the rest of the other towns that we've visited. So it's a great option if you want to save some but still experience that classic Alsatian vibe. So that's how we spent 7 days in the Alsace region visiting quaint French towns without the use of a car. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and watch this video next, where we spent 3 full days in Strasbourg.